Hey, my friend DK here. Welcome to the channel. In this video, I want to show you how to add captions to your YouTube videos, or really anywhere you're going to be putting long form content. So unlike, a TikTok video or a Facebook reel, you can do those within a mobile app. But when you start editing YouTube videos, it can be a little tricky. So you'll notice right here on your screen, one of my videos is playing over on my YouTube channel, and you can see the captions right here that are flowing at the bottom. I also have, I put some text on the screen up here too. Those were done in the video editing process. So obviously that was not done on the slide presentation that I'm using here inside of the video. All of these things were done afterwards. So, and yes, like the text and of course the subtitles or captions right there. So how do you do that? I've had a lot of people reach out and ask me how you do that. And for years, I used to not have any captions or subtitles on my videos because I was mainly using iMovie. So, the thing about iMovie is, it's good for certain things. And I recorded a little clip for you that we're going to use, and I'm going to show you, basically just some video editing basics as well as captions here. So if I were to create create something here in iMovie, okay, and I wanted to demo this for you here. iMovie is good for certain things, but it can be very very limiting as far as like putting stuff on top of the video. So what do I mean by that? By like adding text or adding emojis or arrows or any of that sort of stuff. It can be very very difficult, and you really don't have a lot of those options in here. So you can see me talking in this video. I will say that, and I've even put some dead space here in the beginning where I'm in there and I'm just kind of waving because I want to show you guys, when you're editing videos, and this is why, as you're out there, especially as a new content creator, it is really good to start learning some editing basics. And when you learn editing basics, it will help you alleviate having to get the video perfect from start to finish. And I think that's where a lot of people go wrong, and especially new creators, people that are creating content. And I've seen this on my team, people that are inside my Facebook group. They're worried about recording full length YouTube videos, meaning longer than a minute, long form, horizontal videos, because they don't know how to edit their videos, and they worry that they have to press record. They have to get everything perfect, and then they have to press stop recording and then upload their video. And they're too worried about getting things perfect, so they don't record the video. When you learn some basic editing skills, you don't have to worry about that, because if you screw up, if I were to mess up right now and I went, oh, geez, I messed up my thought, I lost my train of thought, or I forgot what I was going to say, and there's a big pause in the video, I could just edit that out and just clean it up. It just makes it real easy. So as you can see right here, I know it's a little tough, but if I were to get rid of this dead space right here where I'm not talking, I literally just click and drag it over, and I get rid of that dead space, and then the video starts with me talking. And it just, it takes that anxiety, that overwhelm away from editing a video. But back to captions, back to some basics. So if you're using iMovie, you really don't have a lot of options with putting captions, putting things on top of the video. Like when I say smash that subscribe button, as you guys are watching this video right now, you'll probably see the little subscribe doodad right in the middle of your screen. Probably, where are we? Right down over here somewhere. You guys will probably see that. Now, you can't do that in iMovie. Couple cool things you can do in iMovie is you really have a lot of good audio controls, and that's what I do appreciate about iMovie. But beyond that, some of the transitions are okay from scene to scene. You could throw some different backgrounds in there and whatnot, but that's kind of about it. So for years, I used iMovie, and all my videos were very, very basic. My videos now on my YouTube channel here are still very basic because I like to be about as straightforward and as authentic as possible without getting too fancy into editing. But let me show you what I use now in order to do some basic things where I can put arrows and texts and subtitles. I use a platform called VEED. Now, the difference between iMovie and VEED is iMovie, if you have a Mac, is free. And I know that there's editing platforms that you guys have with other devices, whether it be Microsoft or something like that. I'm sure there's basic video editors in there. But again, they're basic, and they can't do a lot of the things that, for me, as a more experienced content creator, I like to have those types of things on my videos. Like when I say, hey, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Again, you see the little subscribe doodad pop up. That's because you can do that in things like VEED. You can add captions. You can add text to the screen. You could put pointing arrows. You could put bouncing things on the screen to get attention. Okay. So if I wanted to say, um, here's an arrow that points to what I'm talking about on the screen. I'll edit in an arrow right here so you can see it, and you can create a loop with that arrow. You can make it bounce for as long as you want. You can make it slide into the scene. You can make it do all kinds of things. You can't do this type of stuff in iMovie. So let me walk you through basically how you do subtitles, captions over here in VEED. And I'll leave the link to VEED down below. If you use my link, you'll get 3 months free. So you may want to go check it out. And, I'm not really doing this for the affiliate commissions. I don't really care about, making $5 here and there. It's really not a big deal. But I'm showing you this because I have a lot of people reach out and ask me this stuff. So I just wanted to kind of walk you through exactly what I see, how I use it, and you can see it too. So really simple, just like iMovie. You just take a file, and let me go grab my recent one here, and we'll just click and you just literally just click and drag. That's it. Got to make sure I grab the right file, the one that I just used right there. Okay, there it is. Just click and drag that in there. This is the same one that I just popped over into iMovie. And adding subtitles is really easy. Also, just a basic editing tip here is when you guys are editing, once you add the subtitles in, it's going to be really easy for you to know exactly where you need to edit out because you're going to see there's gaps. So if I just go over here, once you drop the video in, you literally just have all your fun little doodads over here. I'm just going to click subtitles, add subtitles in English. You can add subtitles in almost any language you want, which is really cool. If you want to market to countries that speak a different language, you can do that. So again, really, really cool. So I'm going to add the subtitles. Now, while those generate, okay, they're there. So what I can do is I'm just going to pull this little cursor forward so you can see like there's me just kind of like wasting time waving. If I want to get rid of that, you could see where the subtitles are right here. This is where I start talking. So I could literally just grab the edge of the video and I could drag it over right to where I start talking. And then I go to hit play and it says, hey, good morning. Boom, there's my subtitles right there. Okay. So it is as simple as that. All right. And then inside of this video, now here's what's really cool. Again, this makes it easy. Just a little video tip for you. And all of these, what's cool about these subtitles is you can go up here to style and you have all these different styles of, how you want the words to look on screen. I've been using this one right here, big, bold, capital letters. It's got a little bit of a shadow to it. And as you kind of scroll along through here, you can see the words light up as you're moving along. So it's really, really simple. Okay. Now, like I said, if I wanted to add an arrow or I wanted to add text on the screen, I just go here, I click on text and then I click on here. And then what I like to do is like right at the top of all of my videos, I like to say text questions too. And this is literally exactly how I do it. Text questions too. Okay. And then I put my number in just like that when I can type. Okay. And that's it. And then you can extend the text box as big or as little as you want, just like that. Okay. And then I just move it up here, right to the top of the video. Okay. And in a lot of my videos, like I just shared with you over here, you can see in this video where I have those black bars at the top. Okay. Again, let me just show you some basic video editing tips over here. So I have those black bars at the top. Let me show you how I do those. Okay. I'm also going to change the font. I like this Poppins extra bold. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add the black bars, and that's really simple. You go into elements, right? Move my little menu out of the way there. And I grab a shape, and there's lots of shapes that you can play around with in there, and I'm going to grab the shape here, and I'm just going to extend it. And obviously you'll notice it's a red bar, and I always have black bars at the top of the video. Well, guess what? It starts out red. I just change the color to black. Simple as that. And then I take my text and I pop that right up over here. Now, I created the black bar after I did the text, so I'm going to have to move that, and you're going to see right here where it says order. Okay. I'm going to bring to the front. Boop. Now you see it just like that. Now you also notice here when you look at the whole video, the black bar and the text is only in a certain spot. Well, that's pretty easy. Just click this, bring this back. I'm going to move the whole video over to the very beginning, okay? And then I'm going to take all the shapes. Everything's just click and drag. Really easy to use. Really, really easy to use here, okay? So, and then you just take the black text box here, drag it the whole length of the video, take the text, drag that the whole length of the video. And then no matter where you are, you have your text and your, I have that black bar and text at the top of the video. Pretty simple. Now, you ready for this? Let me make it real easy for you. I don't have a text bar at the bottom of the video. What if I want to put that black bar? What if I want to put that at the bottom of the video? Well, it's simple. I can literally just click on the shape, copy it, paste it. So now I get two. I'm going to take this, drag this down to the bottom. Okay, I might need to make it just a little bit bigger. I'll drag this down to the bottom. Okay, just like that. And I'm going to move my text up a little bit. Okay, and that's it. Just like that. I hit play. Now I get the black bar at the top and the bottom of the video. That is it. Simple as that. Okay. Also, in this video, I said hit the subscribe button. So I'll show you what that looks like. And this is how I can tell where I specifically said that in the video. When you add the captions, you know exactly where you said that. It's the end of the video. I know somewhere in this video I said subscribe. So all I'm just going to go through is look for, yeah, right there, right where I say click that subscribe button. So now I know exactly where to put the edit in here. Again, just makes it really simple and easy. It's easy to do a lot of these edits after you hit subscribe. Now, really quick tip. If you have a longer video, this video is only 15 seconds. So I can easily slide this cursor back and forth and I can see where I said what. Okay. That's pretty simple, right? But if I wanted to know in the video where I said subscribe, I go over here to the subtitles. And then if it's a really long video and I don't feel like scrolling the cursor along, like say like a 45-minute or a 1-hour video, I can go over to the subtitles here. I just use my search function and then I just type in subscribe and then boom, I can see it right there. I tap on that. It's going to take me right to the point in the video where I'm saying subscribe. Okay. Now, in your elements is where you would find that. Now, I already have it saved in my favorites because these are kind of the things that I use all the time. The text square right there, which I changed to the black bar, the arrows, right? And then the subscribe. So right now I'm on the point in the video. You can see it right here where it says, if you want to subscribe, I'm literally just going to add the subscribe right there. So then when I play the video, okay, I hit subscribe and then that's going to pop up just like that. Simple as that. Now I can take that based on where it is in the video because it's right over my face and I can just click and I can drag that and I can move it anywhere on the screen that I want. And that's as simple as it is. So that's ultimately how you add subtitles or captions to your videos. That's some basic VEED video editing. That's how you see, the basic look that I have here on my video. The bars on the bottom, bars on the top. I got the text up here, okay? And then I got the subtitles there. If you go to literally any of my videos here on my channel, they're going to have that same exact format. That's how I do it. That's literally how I do it. I use VEED as a video editor versus iMovie. I know there's other systems out there like I think maybe OBS is one. I'm not super familiar with that, but I know you can also do video editing with CapCut. There is a desktop version, unlike mobile, there is a desktop version of CapCut where you could do basic video editing. But I think with CapCut, I found this out the hard way. I started editing my own videos on the desktop version of CapCut. And then I think you only get, I want to say like three videos or a certain amount of time, and then they're going to charge you. So it's free at first, and then they charge you, which is fine. And you can do a lot of the similar things here on CapCut. But I just found personally, for me, I've used both. I've used the desktop version of CapCut to edit some of my full-length videos, and obviously I've been using VEED probably for close to a year now, and I just find VEED a little more user-friendly. It's just a little easier to get around, and it's not, it is cost-effective. It's not a lot of money to have a VEED account. So if you're looking to add captions to your videos, if you're looking to, have all this stuff in there, then, hit the link in the description down below. You can check it out. Again, you can get your first 3 months free, go through a trial phase, see if you like it, see if it works for you. And that's pretty much it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this video that you see that I'm editing right here, I'm going to put that right at the end of this video so you can go check that out. Now, obviously, if you did watch this video, if you got value from this video, maybe you learned something from this video, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon so you get notified anytime I upload new content to my channel. You will be the first to know. Now, last thing before we actually get the video out of VEED and onto your computer, okay, what you want to do is you can title your video right up here. It just says Daniel's video. And I can put, how to, I can just type in here and I'll just put how to, let's see, edit, how to, oh man, I cannot type this morning, how to edit videos in VEED. Okay. And then once that's done, then you go right over here and hit done. And then you export your video. And that's it. It'll usually take a couple of seconds to load. And once it loads, then you can literally just download it right to your computer. You see right here, you watch the percentages go up. It doesn't take that long. And then once that's ready to go, once that's ready to upload to your computer, download to your computer, just go over here to download. Download as an MP4, not an MP3. MP3 is audio only, so MP4. And then you can see right there, it just saved. When I look up in my files, it's saved right there in my download history. And now when I go to edit this video, I can add that video that I just edited for you. And I'm going to put that right here at the end of this video so you can see the video that we just made live on camera for you here. Appreciate you watching this. Hope you got value from this. Links in the description down below if you're looking for more information on VEED, video editors, learning how to do captions, any of that sort of stuff. If you have any questions for me, of course, I left my phone number right at the top of this video. Appreciate you, my friend. I'll see you on the next one. Hey, good morning. How are you? I am recording this video so you can learn how to add captions to your video and also a couple other video editing basics. Like, hey, if you want to subscribe to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Hit the bell icon. Do all that cool, awesome stuff that makes you really awesome. I appreciate you. I think that's the end of the video. Thanks.